We're back 34 minutes past the hour of the Rick and Bubba Show, broadcasting to you from Studio 1A of the Dewey Monroe Broadcast Center, high above Big Boy Bluff. And we welcome to Rick and Bubba's Red Velvet Lounge. Put your hands together for Mr. Killer Beaz.
Killer!
Killer, welcome back, brother. How you been?
It's been great, guys. Good to see y'all again, man. The studio looks wonderful.
Oh, yeah.
You were here right after we moved into it, and we've tweaked a little bit.
As a matter of fact, I did the first live stand-up appearance ever in the Red Velvet Lounge. So that was kind
That's
of
right. Historic moment there for Rick and Bubba, the trivia game coming out later.
Who was the first comedian to do a show in the Red Velvet Lounge?
Yeah, see?
Remember
so
that?
That was fun, yeah.
Well, how you been, man?
Been great, man. Been doing real good. Been out touring, being funny for money, as always, using that gift of gab that God gave me, you know, which is way cool to get to do that. And gearing up for hunting season again. As you know, I'm a professional outfitter on the side. And
I like that topic.
Give me back my bullet, you know, that's what I'm thinking.
Can I tell you, I like when
on the hunt.
Yeah, when it gets cold, I love the turtleneck when you're outside.
Yeah, this is officially a mock neck, but I'm not going to bring that up. I'm not going to mince words here.
Right, a mock neck.
But this is
it's not as thick as a turtleneck.
That's right. My good friends at Mossy Oak Brand Camo.
Oh, here we go.
Awarded me with this, so a shout out to my friends at Mossy Oak. Also Michael Waddell up at Realtree, and Benelli Shotguns. Like to say hey to Benelli. Remington Heavy Shot, B-load for serious turkey.
What kind of
hunters,
Benelli you got, by the way?
It's a little cheap, a little pump gun, the Nova, I think is what that was. But it was free, so there you go.
Wow.
You know, I keep it in the case when I get in my Ford Expedition from Treadwell Ford, Mobile, Alabama, I-65 South under the giant American flag.
You know, you got so good at this, JT couldn't even stay in. You know what I mean?
He gave up.
Oh, I know.
I'm a big fan of their 12-gauge shotgun. I'll tell you that.
The
automatic, yeah.
Oh, is that the Black Eagle?
Yes,
Super Eagle?
Super Black Eagle.
Yeah, have you seen the Super Black Eagle 2 that has the pistol grip on it? That's a good gun. Boy, if a guy had one of those, he could show it to his neighbors and talk them into buying them, couldn't he? I tell you, next time I'm
It's hard to upstage Killer Beaz, you know it.
Well, I'm just saying next time I'm at MMI Music down in Mobile, Alabama, the official music store of the Killer Beaz World Tour, you know, I'm going to tell them you guys said, hey, as I'm checking out the Gibson and Epiphone units or GHS strings.
Speaking of that, how did you make it through Hurricane Ivan?
We did pretty well there. We
that right-hand turn saved you right at the end.
Yes, it did. It had a little jeep to the right. We boarded up and fled. Went to Orlando because I had to do shows that weekend anyhow. So our refugee experience was included Universal Studios.
Yeah, right.
You know,
you had a real tough time.
That's a good excuse to go on a vacation.
So it was
hurricane. We got to head out, honey.
Even took little Tsunami the Wonder Dog with us. Oh, really? She's our little Maltese poo, half Maltese, half poodle. She's from a mixed family. We don't talk about that.
Right.
But so we went and did that. We came out. We lost a piece of privacy fence was knocked over. A little bit of water blew up into the attic on the 3rd or 4th floor, something like that. And we also had a big tree that fell in the front yard. So everybody had the folks with chainsaws coming over cutting up their trees, and the only guy I could find was the one that does those sculptures of like the bears and stuff. And I swear he'd been drinking or something, because we've got this sculpture in the yard of a beaver on one foot doing Tai Chi. It was hilarious.
Where's our mascot?
Y'all should see it. It's hilarious. Like, you know, the guy was fatigued or chain wasn't sharp.
He was making the best of it.
Yeah, but it's really because the neighbors like, what in the world? I guess it's a beaver doing Tai Chi, Miss Johnson. So
it's like having Edward Scissorhand out there.
Oh, we went out and spray painted it and everything. It's great, man. So that's really, you know how you do, man. You try to, but we were lucky. We were very lucky. We had very little damage.
Look, does it look anything like this right here? That's our mascot, by the way.
Yeah, on one foot. Check that out.
You know, we got fired up when the guys from the 101st Airborne, you know, back when they first went into Afghanistan.
Is that Fort Campbell?
Yeah, we were talking about how they were the Screaming Eagles. That was their mascot. So we adapted.
Right.
And you should.
Look at that.
Look at that right there. Now, see, that is close to what is in my yard. There's no flag there. I should get, when I get home, I should cut
put a little
banner out of there, you know.
We actually have a bit on our Best Of CD coming up about us choosing our mascot, and that we tried to find a giant, solid, what was it, stainless steel beaver?
We wanted to have one that we could take on location, because Big Boy out here on the bluff is great,
but he's not real transportable.
But he can't go anywhere.
Right.
But we ran into all these restrictions, so we've had a guy working on a pop-up beaver that would just pop up off of the trailer.
It lays down to go under the overpasses. Yeah. But then when you get to the location, you either crank it or just turn it loose and it pops up.
Oh, no, that's a cool idea. That's good. I may have to modify mine so he can hold things in his
And
hand.
We've got several
And what
things.
you do it so that he can hold different stuff, you know, with
Depending
the
on what it
seasons.
is, yeah.
Right. Yeah, so now that's
Little
a good
Christmas
idea.
tree or
Yeah, a
something.
little
That's
something
a good
Christmassy
idea.
as it gets closer.
How are the little ones?
The little ones are great. We are approximately a week away from springing them out of school and taking them on tour with us. They
Now-
are 14 and 10 years old now.
No, there's
and
truancy laws, and
we're going to use homeschooling techniques to keep out of jail.
On
and
the
to keep
road.
them- and to keep them from being
Who's
ignorant.
homeschooling? I mean, it ain't you, is it?
The lovely and talented Miss Teresa, little Miss Terry, my beautiful bride, whose birthday was yesterday, y'all.
Happy birthday,
Happy
Terry.
birthday, darling. She's sitting right over there. Terry will,
I like
guess,
those
will be
shoes you got
doing.
on too, by the way.
She
It
may
looks like
call her own clothes.
It's a combination of high heels and Reeboks. I've never seen anything like that.
She's also got a hot pink pair of those that matches a hot pink shirt she wears, which is pretty cool as well. There they are, right there. See, one's a size 6, the other is 8.5. I don't know why
Well.
that is. Look at that look I'm getting. You know what? You cannot buy a pair of clubfoot shoes.
I know. I used to
You
be
can't
clubfoot.
get
Yeah, Rick
two at a
used to
time.
do
I
that.
used to be clubfooted.
Really,
Yeah.
you cannot get 2 at a time.
No, you
But
can't.
but anyway, we are actually going to take the kids. For all these years, we just have not been at peace with having to leave our children for about half the year. We only work about half the year, I guess. But still, to be gone on the weekends and not to have the daddy figure with them and not
Yeah.
to have them with us has always bugged us. And we thank the Lord, you know, we're blessed. We're at a position now where we can actually do this.
Well, I'm glad Terry's
we're
going to do
gonna-
it. You're not going to have anything to do
Well,
with that.
I may do like speech class, you know, something like that. But it's really cool the way the curriculums are set up. You know, we're affiliated with a Christian school down in Mobile to do it, so there'll be Bible class and things like that. And what we've learned is when you're homeschooling, the school day lasts about half of what it does in a regular school. 'Cause you don't have 30 kids to shuffle in and out and this kind of stuff.
What about slipping notes
So,
to your girlfriend? That goes
We
away,
can do,
doesn't it?
if they get a girlfriend and there's enough room in the car, fine. But we'll get to take them from San Francisco to Miami, you know, and see the sights and see your
that'll be
family.
neat,
We're
yeah.
just going to do it for a year or so. Just
Yeah.
something to do. Be a grand adventure, and it'll be full of love, y'all. Mirth and merriment as well.
That means Killer in about a year will go, you know what, maybe we should put him back in school.
Or where do we hide the body? That may be it.
Killer Beaz in Huntsville at the Hilton downtown. We'll talk about it coming up this weekend.
Rick and Bubba, Rick.
13 minutes to the top of the hour. The Rick and Bubba Show. Killer Beaz is with us. If you're listening or watching out of Huntsville, the Rocket 95.1. Killer Beaz this Saturday night at the Huntsville Hilton downtown. 2 shows, 7:30 and 9:45 on Saturday night. You can get tickets there at the Hilton or at Railroad Bazaar. So make sure, Huntsville, you show Killer Beaz the love this Saturday night, and you will not be disappointed. Whether you've seen him never or a bunch of times, it doesn't matter.
I'm really looking forward to it, man. I love Huntsville. Got to say hey to my buddy Mark Blasco over at Game Finders, Inc., the home for the Killer Beaz infrared heat-seeking devices.
You know, I
Game
use that.
Finders Inc.
You know, my scanning rate, though, I think it's operator error. I'm not very good using it.
You
I
have
need to practice
you
more.
Sure do. And they recommend you make your kids go stand out in the yard at
Yeah.
night in the dark so that you can pick them up on the thing. So,
Or
so-
catch them sneaking in the house, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, have an alarm on it. I think they're coming out with one that has an audio thing. They're upgrading it all the time. They also had the Mega Ears.
Yeah,
all
I've got
all
the one
kinds
I've
of
got.
cool
Got a
stuff.
plug in it. You can plug it in your ear and
There you
listen
go.
to it too.
There you
What
go.
I need, Killer, is one of them that's got like a screen and like dots on it. You know what I mean?
Like on the Alien movies where
yeah,
you see
yeah,
things coming
yeah,
towards
sure.
you?
I need it like those military videos we see now out in the desert. You know, off the
Yeah.
helicopters. Oh, there it is.
I'm going to get a drone next. That's what I'm getting. A Predator drone with a camera. that can
Mount your
hover.
gun on the drone, and you just sit at home over the internet and hunt.
Hello, what are you doing? I'm hunting. I got it on autopilot.
Right.
Big company,
Yeah, I've always,
dogs.
you know,
bags.
seriously, what I'd love to do is go out with your laptop, be able to hook into the internet and get like lock into an infrared satellite and look at your quadrant and see where everything's at.
Don't you do that? Do you do that when you're hunting, when things are quiet and you're sitting there kind of bored? Do you wish that you could just make all the trees go away just so you could know that
yeah.
there was stuff out there?
Oh, yeah.
I do that. I have such an imagination. I date boys.
My-
When
my-
I'm hunting, I daydream like,
Oh, me too. You get into some weird thoughts, too, when you're
Yeah,
out there,
oh,
because
yeah.
it's just you. It's solitude. and you want so much for something to be going on, and then you just get all in these weird thoughts and
how
bizarre...
about this? I'm weird when I get along with myself.
I am
You know what
too.
I mean?
You know why? We're
Not
straight.
me.
Yeah. How about we're very weird? You don't realize it till you by yourself. Then you go, man, no wonder everybody doesn't like hanging around me. I'm weird.
Can I tell you what's funny though? Sometimes
Please
I'll get to thinking about something, and I will get tickled at myself for thinking that, and I go, I shouldn't be laughing at myself. This is a sign of mental illness. You know what I mean?
The
If I just start having a conversation with
Way to
myself.
give yourself a standing ovation. Didn't you know?
yeah.
Great job.
Wait, more.
Yeah.
Well, I know from a comedy standpoint, anytime there's an election in process, it's a lot of material for you.
Well, I try to stay clear of politics. I will say this about John Kerry. I'm so impressed and surprised that he's gone this far. You know, I thought he had peaked with Dumb and Dumber. And then, of course, Liar, Liar come out, you know. So,
yeah,
that's really all I had on that.
Right.
That's all I had on that one,
Yeah,
y'all.
I
But
didn't like
thought
when
it
he
was
got
cute.
serious with those, like the what was that about the theater or whatever, and Truman and all.
Oh, yeah. Let's keep it fun, folks. Let's keep it fun. My biggest swipe at politics is, yes, I did, no, I didn't. Yes, you did, no, you didn't. That stuff. You know, we really don't have a true way to check facts. Therefore,
And
my
then
philosophy...
if you have a fact checker, you got to know where they're coming from.
Exactly. So my philosophy is you err on the side of conservatism if you want to keep your family and your country safe. That's kind of my
Have you ever thought about
philosophy on that.
politics, Beaz? I always
I
thought
have thought
you've
about
got
that,
the look, you know.
But
and
if they check my permanent record at school, then
You'd
I'd
be
be
in trouble.
fried. Yeah, I'd be in
that's me.
trouble.
look at, I'll say this: since President Bush, who we love and support,
Same here.
making A's is not that important anymore. You know, he was not the strongest.
Hey, marry a smart woman.
Yeah.
That's what I did.
Sure.
Or do what Kerry did: marry a rich one,
Or that
a couple of rich ones.
That yep. There you go.
We've got a theory that he's going after Oprah next, but Teresa
I really
don't
do
know
think
it.
that. I really do think that.
Teresa.
Because
Wow.
you won't have any more Jack than Oprah's got.
Do y'all know Oprah? I was on Oprah.
You were not.
She just laid there. Get it, y'all? That's one of those joke things.
Killer.
See?
Oh,
Ow!
That's
Hey, you should have told me I was in the shocker chair.
This is a man who's gonna keep Rick. He's gonna homeschool his guy.
That's all. That's all this, I mean.
Woo! That was fun to see it. That stings,
Yeah, it
man.
does.
Holy cow.
Do you know? I mean, she's big money.
Oh, she's monster,
you know,
man.
yeah.
If you ever write a book, get her to put it on her show and you're in there.
You
That's
know,
one thing about
we're afraid she's gonna take over the world.
Well,
We're a
she'll
little
ne-
concerned
She'll never
about
eat
that.
another hamburger.
I don't know.
Let me tell you
That
something. You go after that bunch, you know. Let me tell you, if you're going to eat meat again, you better be sure you know exactly where it came from, because they may get the last joke on you.
Well, yeah, no
Oh,
lie,
you don't like
man.
meat? Well, enjoy that steak. You'll like that.
Yeah, have you?
An
Have you?
ounce of meat in that, buddy. We started with shoestrings and went from there.
Uh-oh.
It's a new thing we're playing with guests here on the show.
Just
Killer.
because he did that, he has to play this game with me.
That's right.
Ah!
Yeah.
Have you ever played this, Killer?
No, I have not.
Yeah, this is-
the goal is to hit this
Well,
red button when the light is red.
No, wait, Killer. It's going to be
When
red.
which light
It's
is
gonna
red?
that light in the middle is
That
going to
thing?
be red.
Yeah.
It's going to be making a noise.
And you gotta hit
As soon
it.
as it goes to green, you try to see who's first to hit it. But now I will tell you, it's not pleasant for the loser.
All right.
Oh, you get shot?
Well, we'll see.
Oh, that's great.
I didn't want
Honey,
him to.
come here.
I didn't want him to get us a fine right here on the air. So
So when
Killer,
it turns
Killer,
green, yes,
Killer
sir.
beat.
That's pretty substantial.
Did it get you?
That's pretty.
That was my favorite hand, too. I've got a lot of history with this hand right
Oh,
here.
boy.
I won.
Yeah. Well, you thought you were worried, too.
Yeah.
weren't
I got to get one of those.
you? Yeah,
Yeah, that'd be a party favorite
And,
right there.
and a glove.
This came from the set of Big Brother 5.
yeah.
They played this in the house.
Yeah, that's right. So,
Wow.
yeah, we talked to the twins that
The fitness twin.
that fooled everybody, and
Yeah.
one of them was a twin, and they didn't know it, and all that. The feeling in it will come back
I
around.
wanted to warn you so you would knock that mic stand over
I wouldn't
and
die.
garner a fine from the FCC.
Well, Killer,
That was nice right there, y'all.
Killer Beaz, Huntsville this Saturday night, the Hilton downtown.
I
7:30.
can't believe you did that to our guest.
Well, Killer's one of us. So
Right,
he's fine.
yeah. He's fine.
He's stupid. He'll fall for it.
Yeah, he's fine. Now, he'll never be able to use that hand again, but he's fine.
His glad I didn't have my Super Bowl ring on it. Would have melted it.
Yeah. His wife Terry hits him harder than that. We're fine.
Catch Killer, Huntsville, Alabama, Saturday night. 2 shows. Tickets are available at the Hilton right now.
You
or
were frisky today,
Railroad
Killer.
Bazaar
And-
location. I'm pumped up on testosterone.
check Killer's website. It's
I'm
a
in
link.
rut.
It's a link off rickandbubba.com under comedians and friends. See you if you leave us. Bye.
Rick and Bubba, Rick and Bubba.